Here is your easy question. Who has it better than Jim Harbaugh right now? Of course, the answer is nobody. I mean, seriously, who has it better than this guy? Seriously, has anybody ever gotten over the way this dude is getting over right now? I mean, I'll even set aside our beef momentarily, and I'll give this guy this. You want to talk about working the system. No one has ever worked it better than this guy is right now. This dude just pulled off the ultimate ship jumping, and I'm not even sure he's getting enough credit for it. If ship jumping was an Olympic sport, Jim Harbaugh would take the gold. If we were giving Olympic-style scoring for his Michigan dismount, that dude would get a 10 out of 10 because he just executed the perfect get the hell out of Dodge, stay one step ahead of the mob move. The ultimate ripcord pull. This guy wins a natty, he ducks the NCAA, and pulls off and sticks the perfect NFL landing. And not only that, he left some loyal dudes back in Ann Arbor to absorb the rest of the heat for whatever's been going on there for the last several years. I mean, we actually have an even better idea of what's been going on over the last few years, thanks to the notice of allegations that were leaked this week. And basically, to sum it all up, Connor Stalions led that illegal sign-stealing operation. That much is confirmed. He scouted at least 13 opponents on 58 different occasions, and that's just him. That's not counting the other people that he directed beneath him. It's also confirmed that he was on the Central Michigan sideline for the Michigan State game early in the season last year in full disguise, which to me is still one of the most hilarious moments ever in college football. You're seeing it right there. If you're watching on the platform, check that dude out. Wearing the gear, trying to fit in. Check out Coach Incognito. Check out the Master of Disguise. If he just went full Ethan Hunt and rocked a skin mask, nobody would have ever known. I mean, for real. This part just gets better with time. It gets better with age. A dude on the Michigan payroll, lurking in CMU gear, on the CMU sideline, wearing what appears to be camera spy glasses to film Sparty. To film Sparty across the way. And he's wearing CMU gear with the goofy spy glasses. It's got to be the kookiest spy movie anybody's ever seen. Can I say this one more time? This dude is on the sideline in CMU gear scouting Michigan State while on the Michigan payroll. So not that any of this evidence is a surprise to anybody who was paying attention at the time. Remember, Harbaugh himself was already suspended by the Big Ten for this. For 3 games, too. That's no slap on the wrist. It's just that now the NCAA is coming around to their punishments, although, of course, none of this is ever going to reach Harbaugh. And he knows it. Why do you think when he opened up his mouth yesterday, all that bullcrap and vomit came pouring out? Because he knows. He knows he's untouchable. He knows he's getting over. Of course this dude is feeling himself right now. Of course he's feeling bulletproof and invincible right now. Of course I'm not surprised that he's not exactly contrite or ready to come out and assume any ownership or take public responsibility or any responsibility whatsoever, because he knows he got over. He knows he won. In fact, yesterday at the podium, he was feeling the opposite of contrition. He was actually channeling Connor. Except I don't mean Stallions. I mean the once double champ. I mean Conor McGregor. Check out this McGregor-level deke that he pulled yesterday.
Yeah, I do have a comment on that. Never lie, never cheat, never steal. I was raised with that lesson. I have raised my family on that lesson. I have preached that lesson to the teams that I've coached. No one's perfect. If you stumble, you apologize, and you make it right. Today, I do not apologize. I did not participate, was not aware, nor complicit in those said allegations. So for me, it's back to work and attacking with an enthusiasm unknown to mankind.
I'll tell you what, the guy's not funny. We learned that during the smack off. He's not funny, ever. But that's hilarious. That is slick as hell. That's how you deny and deflect with an enthusiasm unknown to mankind. This dude's smack is awful. He's probably the worst smack-off participant ever, but I got to hand it to this cat. I have to hand it to this guy. His gloating game is on point. Quote, no one's perfect. If you stumble, you apologize and make it right. Today, I do not apologize. In other words, I apologize for absolutely nothing. The natty champ does what the bleep he wants.
I'd like to take this chance to apologize to absolutely nobody. The double champ does what the he wants.
The natty champ does what the bleep he wants. So, of course, nobody anywhere is buying any of that from that guy. Nobody who's not a Michigan myopian is buying any of that. Nobody who doesn't see the world through a maize and blue lens is going to take that statement seriously. But it doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter because nobody can touch this dude, and he clearly knows it. Nobody! I mean, think about the absurdity of going holier than thou at this point and lecturing us about lying, cheating, and stealing specifically. It's not even like he's winking at the allegations. It's like he's spiking the ball right in our collective faces. Yeah, right. Raised not to lie. Raised not to cheat. Raised not to steal. And yet, he's about to get hit with a level 1 violation for providing false or misleading information, aka lying. And what was this false and or misleading information that he will not share? What was it tied to? The cheating scandal. The cheating scandal in the program that revolved around stealing signs. So that's an awful lot of lying, cheating, and stealing that are swirling around this dude, given that he's lecturing us about lying, cheating, stealing, and that he was brought up not to do any of those things. But, oh, okay, right. But you knew nothing about it. You knew nothing at all about it. Okay. That's why he didn't turn his phone over to the NCAA. That's why his right-hand man deleted 52 text messages with Connor Stallions. Listen, if they had nothing to hide, why were they trying to hide pretty much everything? If they had nothing to hide, why are they not turning over phones? Why are they deleting text messages if they've got nothing to hide? Again, I don't think anyone who isn't a Michigan man or Michigan woman believes any Michigan kid, Michigan dog. I don't think anybody who's not somehow aligned with that program believes any of that nonsense. But what's so funny about it to me is it doesn't matter what anybody believes, at least not to Harbaugh, because nobody can touch the guy. This dude got over. He got his natty. He got his money from the Chargers. And he bailed for the NFL. And in effect, the NFL has granted him immunity. It's like he committed some crime here in the United States and he fled to Russia, where he was granted immunity. Except it wasn't the U.S. and Russia. It was Michigan and the NFL. Like, there's no extradition from the NFL back to the Big Ten. This dude's out, man. He's gone. And they've got nothing on him. Of course he's going to get up there and act like that. He knows it. He knows he beat the system. I mean, for a dude who seems so weird and so oblivious and so cringe, I actually have to hand it to this guy. He's actually slick as hell. Once again, he got his natty, he got his clean escape, he got his NFL dream landing spot with the paycheck, and there is still no direct evidence tying him to any part of that cheating scandal, other than the tiny little fact that it was his program and his responsibility. His watch is where it happened. But aside from that, it had nothing at all to do with him. And he knew nothing about it, even though he was suspended for 3 games as a result of the thing that he now says he knew nothing about. Oh, and knew nothing about it and did nothing wrong, but refused to turn over his phone. Again, corny as hell, but slick as hell. So what's left? Now his good buddy, Sherrone Moore, is left holding the bag in Ann Arbor. Whatever kind of hammer does come down on the program, that's the dude who has to wear it. Then again, you know he would happily accept any of that responsibility for his hero. You know, if he does get suspended, he'll be like, Jim Harbaugh, I bleeping love you, man. I love the bleep out of you, man. This is for you.
To win on the road in this environment when there were doubts. Sherrone, what does it mean to you?
I want to thank the Lord. I want to thank Coach Harbaugh. Love you, man. Love the out of you, man. This is for you. For this university, the president, our AD, we got the best players, best university, best alumni in the country. Love you guys. These guys right here, these guys right here, man. These guys did it. These guys did it, man. Talk to him, man. Love you.
Thank you.
No, they didn't. Connor Stallions did it. Why are you not thanking him?
Love the out of you, man.
Man, I gotta say, that's still painful. Find me something more cringe. Oh, wait. I got all day. I really hope this was all worth it for that dude, because for all of that bleeping love and loyalty, Sherrone just got left holding the bag. Well, Harbaugh bolted for the Bolts. But hey, man, once again, credit to Harbaugh for pulling this thing off. The dude looks like he's having the time of his life coaching the Chargers. Hey, you know why? I think he's convinced himself that he really didn't know anything about that cheating scandal. Hell, I think he convinced himself that the cheating scandal never even happened. I mean, damn. Why not cancel practice and go help OJ look for the real killer? All right, bad comp. I'll give you that. OJ's in the ground. But Harbaugh's walking around like he doesn't have a care in the world. And you know why Harbaugh is walking around like he doesn't have a care in the world? It's because Harbaugh does not have a care in the world. Because he got away with it. Because he got over. Unless he returns to college, they can't do jack to him. And he knows it. Begrudgingly, Jim, I have to tip my hat to this cheater, alleged liar, cheater, and one who steals, even though he was brought up to do none of those things and lectured us on it. Man, I got to say, my dude, he's not getting enough credit for how slick this all is. If I were Jim Harbaugh, I would probably be feeling myself right about now, too. I'd be feeling pretty cocky right about now. The last thing that would be on my mind is apologizing to anyone. If I were him right now, I'd be feeling so high on myself that I would be ready to call into the smack off without even having any smack.
Romy, it's good to be on the Smack Off. I just want to say thanks for taking my call, and I'd like to wish everybody out there a very happy holiday. And I don't really have a whole lot of smack to say today. It's a holiday and it's a day of peace and harmony, kind of like Fuzzy and Tiger playing in the Masters. But I want to wish everybody and their families a happy holiday, except for some of your clones who don't really have families and are behind in their child support payments, like your boy Sean in Syracuse. Tell that clone to get a life.
That dude was once in the smack off. Jim Harbaugh. And did that. Yeah, I don't know, like Connor Stallions. He had to go all Billy Vegas, like he's Johnny Manziel, in order to lie for the Michigan football program. Harbaugh, meanwhile, has the same outfit as always, down to the khakis, and he'll still lie to your face. Now, that's cold-blooded. That's cold-blooded. But he knows. They've got nothing on him. And he's in the NFL, pulling an NFL paycheck, and they can all deal with that. Oh, and a natty that he walked off on. I got to give it to you, dude. I mean, I am objective. I got to give it to you. That is some scam you pulled off. Good on you, bro. If you're not cheating, you're not trying, and it's only cheating if you get caught. And, well, you were caught because you were suspended for 3 games. But now the NCAA has finally gotten around to doing what they do, and you're gone, man. Well played, Jimmy. Well done.